Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing the real versus fake comparison on the Kylie Cosmetics Kyshadow, the Burgundy palette. So if you guys are interested in checking out my comparison, then just keep on watching. So starting off with the front of the packaging, I have the real one on the right and the fake one on the left. And as you guys can see, the real one's actually smaller than the fake one. And then the font on both of them look very similar, but you guys can see that it's a little bit more bold on the real one. And when it comes to the eye design, it is a lot more gray and detailed on the real one than on the fake one. Now, when I turn them to the side, you guys can see that they are two different shades of color. The color on the real one is just a little bit darker than the fake one, and then the font on the real one is also a little bit more bold. Now, when I turn them to the back, you guys can see that they both have the Kylie logo right at the center, just that this time it's a little bit more bold on the fake one. Now, when you look at the bottom part of it, they both have shades of color and their ingredients, but on the fake one, all of the shades listed here are actually part of the bronze palette, so they're not even the correct shades for this palette. And then just like last time, all of the font printed on the real one is printed on a clear sticker, and then on a fake one is printed directly on the box. Now moving along to the actual palettes, on the right I have the real one and on the left I have the fake one. On the real one, again, you guys can see that the palette is actually smaller than the fake one, and when it comes to the design of the eyes, there's a lot more detail on the real one, and also the teardrops here are two different shades of color. Now when we look at the palettes from the side, you guys can see that the real palette is actually double the size in thickness than the fake one. Now looking at the back part of it, the Kylie signature logo on the fake one seems to be more bold than the real one. And then all of the font that's here in the center where it says the Burgundy palette and it states all of the shade colors, all of that font on the fake one is a lot more bold than on the real one. And then moving on to the bottom part of it, the first thing here is that there is a serial number on the real palette that reads 16295, and then there's obviously no serial number on the fake one. And then when it comes to the ingredients at the bottom, the real one shows that there are two different ingredient lists for some of the eyeshadows, so that's why they are separated. And on the fake one, there is just one paragraph with a lot of different ingredients for all of the eyeshadows. And now the very last thing I want to point out here in the back is that at the very bottom of the fake palette, there is a misspelling of Kylie's name. Instead of saying Kylie Jenner, it says Kylie Henner. Now when I open the palette, right on top where it says Kylie, the font on the real one seems to be more narrow and more bold than on the fake one. And then looking down at the actual eyeshadows, all of the colors are pretty similar to the same theme, but there actually isn't one that's exactly the same to each other. But I am going to be doing some swatches for you guys so we can see the difference in color as well as texture and pigmentation. Alright, so here are the swatches of the fake palette, and again, I mentioned this in my last Kyshadow comparison, but surprisingly, these eyeshadows are pretty pigmented and they're not super chalky like other comparisons that I've done. And now here are the swatches of the real one, which are very pigmented eyeshadows, and also the texture is extremely buttery, so they blend really well. Alright guys, so that concludes this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys are interested in seeing more real versus fake comparisons, then please be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!